Hello, everybody. My name is Antonio Alvarez, Scholarship Coordinator for University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Today, we're excited to share with you Scholarship Universe, UTRGV's new scholarship application. We wanted to show you what students would see as they first log on to complete their scholarship application. To access the scholarship application, students will have to visit utrgv.edu/apply scholarships. We would like to point out that with this new scholarship application, students can only log in by using their UTRGV credentials. What that means is that students cannot use their personal email accounts like their high school or email or Gmail accounts. They must use their UTRGV email. If a student does not have a UTRGV email address yet, the student will want to apply for admissions by going to goapplytexas.org. Students will receive their UTRGV email address within 3 to 5 business days after applying for admissions. Once a student has their UTRGV email address, they can log on to the scholarship application, which we will do so now. So in order to log into the application, you're going to scroll over here to where it says login, hover over the login button, click that. Then you're going to go ahead and click right here or provide your UTRGV email address. Then it's going to ask you for your password, which you enter. Once you enter, the first thing that the student will see once they log in is the dashboard. I have already started completing the scholarship application, so some of this data is already populated. But when the student first logs in, this dashboard, it will be blank. In the dashboard, you can see the amount of partial scholarship matches, actual scholarship matches, and applications in progress, which you can see in these boxes right here. So in order to begin the application, the students, they must begin to answer the questions. They can either go ahead and click the questions tab right here, or they can go ahead and click the green banner, which is on the top. Either or will take them to the same place. Once they go to questions, the students are going to see a series of these questions. The responses that they provide will start matching them with scholarships. There are a lot of questions to answer, but we encourage students to complete as many questions as possible because the more questions that they complete, the more scholarship matches that they will receive. If you take a look at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you will see the box that says matches, which is right here. As students answer their questions, this count will continue to increase based on their responses. Next to the matches box, the student will see the answer more questions box, which is right here. Students can continue to answer more questions if they desire to do so. If students need to edit their questions, they can go to the edit section and click on the pencil icon to change their responses, which is right here. If students are limited on time or if they're ready to start completing their scholarship application, they may go ahead and click on matches, or they can click on the scholarship tab right here on the menu, either or. So once they click on scholarships, it's going to take them to the scholarship menu. In here, it's going to show them the matches column, which is going to have a globe, which represents external scholarships. Keep in mind, if they do an external scholarship, that's going to take them to an external website, meaning it's not controlled by UTRGV. So in order to apply for it, they must go to a separate website, and the scholarship application will be reviewed by an external source. Of course, these external scholarships are vetted by ScholarshipUniverse. Therefore, students can feel safe in order to go ahead and complete these applications. The other icon that will show up here underneath the matches column is going to be this building right here, which represents UTRGV institutional scholarships. So these, of course, are provided by the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Going back to the menu, if you're going to go ahead and click on pinned, this is where students have pinned certain scholarships that they wanted to come back to. It's right here in the pin menu. They can click on partial matches, which will show them scholarships that match up with them, but not completely. So they can go ahead and click view in order for them to completely match or answer some more questions to completely match them with these scholarships. In the next column, it's going to say application submitted. In here, it's going to show them all the scholarships that they have successfully submitted an application for. Next column is non-matches. That shows them scholarships that they did not match up with. Of course, if they click on view, it's going to show the reasons why they didn't match on it. It can be, say, like a certain question that they didn't match on it. Perhaps they're an undergraduate student and the scholarship is for a graduate student, things of that nature. Then they're going to, on the last column you see here, is going to say not interested. This is where students went ahead and clicked on not interested for certain scholarships that they did not want to complete. Okay, so say if the student wants to go ahead and start to apply for scholarships, they can go ahead and click the apply button. What we're going to do is review one that I have already submitted. So let's go ahead after the students click apply, right? I'm going to show you what it looks like when they click apply, what their application menu looks like. So when students click apply, it's going to take them to the actual scholarship application. In this case, we decided to apply for the 2023-2024 Excellence Scholarships. In here, it's going to have their verify eligibility, introduction, an essay questions, a couple essay questions, recommendations, additional questions, and a review button. Real quick, up here is going to show you all the scholarships that are associated with this application, meaning once you submit this application, it's going to apply for all of these scholarships. So once you go ahead and verify your eligibility questions, make sure they are all complete and all correct. You can verify by clicking the box right here. Click continue. Okay, next, introduction is a brief introduction of this application along with the deadlines for this application. You click continue. Next, you do have a couple essay questions that the student has to go ahead and answer. Once they have been successfully filled out, you can go ahead and click continue. Next is going to have the recommendations. In here, you can go ahead and submit recommendations by clicking on add. It's going to ask you for what document type. It's already selected for you, recommendation letter. You click request. It's going to ask you to provide the name of the person who's submitting a recommendation for you, the email for that person, and also you can provide a personal message for them. And also you can even provide them a deadline date in case you want them to submit the recommendation by a certain deadline date. And then you will click submit and an email will be sent to that person. That way they can log in and submit the recommendation for you. Okay, that's how to submit recommendations. Then you go ahead and click continue. And here it's going to have additional questions. These are specific questions that are associated with these scholarships. So go ahead and make sure to answer all of these additional questions. And then you would click continue. Next and finally is the review section of the application. In here, it's going to allow you to review your application, make sure all your information is correct. You can always go back and make edits to them, but once you have already confirmed that it is all correct and completed, you will scroll down and there would be a submit button right here. I have already submitted this application, therefore it's not here. But once all of this is completed, you click on submit. The student does receive a confirmation email letting them know that they have successfully submitted the application for this scholarship. And also you can go ahead and go back to applications. In here is going to show you the application that we just successfully submitted. Okay, it even shows you the amount of scholarships that are associated with this application. And you can always click on view application to review. Okay. And then next, you can click awards to show you any awards that you have received in the past, or if there's any actions that are needed for the awards. And also in My Docs, it shows you any thank you letters that you have submitted, any recommendations that have been submitted on your behalf. Okay, so remember to always answer all the questions that are available for you. Make sure to click on scholarships and view all of the applications that are available to you. That way you can go ahead and make sure to fill those out as well. Okay, so if you do have any questions, make sure to reach out to us here at the Scholarship Office or U Central. We're both happy to help. We're located in Edinburgh and in Brownsville. Our phone number is 956-665-2935, and our email address is scholarships@utrgv.edu. Thank you for your time.